Hi there, this is Andreas with ExpressPad's finger drumming, and in this video I'd like to speak about functions of chords in music. And when you think about the C major scale and the in-key chords, then you will notice that there are 3 major chords in it and 3 minor chords. And the major chords are C major, F major, and G major. And the minor chords are A minor, D minor, and E minor. Now, when you listen to the chord progression that I just played, then you will notice that this chord progression is very common. You hear that very often in a lot of popular music. And the same you do when you listen to these minor chords. They are also very popular, especially in this order in common pop songs and ballads. Now, when you then look at the familiarity that you have between certain major and minor chords, then you will notice that some major chords, like the C major and the A minor, have 2 notes in common. They share the same notes, these two, C and E. And the same goes for G and E. They have these 2 notes in common. And F and D, they have these 2 notes in common. And that's the reason why you can exchange these major chords by minor chords or vice versa in order to spice up your chord progressions. So, for example, if we take this initial chord progression again, you could also play, instead of the F major, a D minor. So that would sound like that. And then the chord progression isn't as happy anymore as it was before. Then you can do the same, for example, with the second major chord that we had here, the G major, and replace it by the E minor. And you immediately feel that this chord progression gets even more sad. And the good thing is that you can do this switching of chords whenever you want to play variations of your progressions that you already have. And this way you can add different colorizations to your chord progressions. And also what I want to say here is when you look at the chords again, so C, F, and G, then there are certain names for these chords. So we have the chord name itself, C, F, and G, and we do have the degree numbers 1, 4, and 5. 1, 4, 5. But in music, the functional names of these chords are tonic, subdominant, and dominant. If you move from C to F or the subdominant, you feel a change. And if you then move to the dominant, which is the G, then you feel a tension. So this chord played in order after these other chords creates some tension. It wants to lead somewhere, right? So, and where does it lead us to? Back to C. So it wants to resolve into something stable sound-wise. And this is how many different songs work. I mean, this is a very simple chord progression, but even if you go into more sophisticated chord progressions, in most cases, the last chord before the first beat of the bar somehow has a certain tension that leads into the root chord again. It doesn't have to be the case in each and every situation, but in many popular songs it works like that, and that's the recipe for many popular songs. And the same thing goes for the minor chords. So when you go into the parallel, so C, the parallel is A minor, F, the parallel is D minor, and G, the parallel is E minor. There it works the same. So that's the parallel tonic, A minor, then the parallel subdominant, which is D minor, and the parallel dominant, which is the E minor. It's there. And when you listen to those in order, this one has a tension and it leads back into A minor. There it resolves. Finally, you can increase this tension even more by adding the seventh to your dominant, to your most tension-rich song. So, for example, if you do it with the major chords, so you play your 1, degree 1, degree 4, and for degree 5, you add the seventh. You can do it here, or you can do it there, and then it sounds. And it goes back to C. Same for the minors. And with the 7 and the last chord and the dominant parallel, or if you want to play the 7 one octave below, it looks like that. And just in cycle. And it leads us to the A minor.